Okay, good morning, everybody. I see it's 11:30 and we're ready to start the Monday morning weekly briefing. My name is Gail Hartfield. I'm a lead forecaster here at the Weather Service in Raleigh. And we'll get started with our overview of the weather pattern for the upcoming week. We do have some pretty rainy and gray conditions out there this morning, and that is a result of a cold front that is approaching the area from the northwest. A little bit of rain with this and some few thunderstorms there along the the South Carolina and North Carolina coast, and we did have a warning or two this morning, but that is going to be moving offshore this morning. So looking at the later part of today and heading into tonight, we should be seeing drying conditions and the clouds breaking up a little bit as the cold front moves through and moves to our south. Going into midweek, that front will lay up just to our south, and we'll have areas of low pressure tracking northeast along that front, and that will bring a few periods of rain, mainly starting tomorrow afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, extending into early Wednesday. Don't expect a whole lot of rain with this. It'll be mostly to the south, concentrated south of 64 will be the heaviest rainfall and in coastal sections, but not expecting any flooding potential or anything with this, so it'll just be some periods of rain there. Looking at later part of the week, you can see in the bottom left there, we will have some cold air moving in late in the week. Arctic high pressure area building in from the north will bring us some pretty chilly temperatures, and I'll detail that in the next slide. But that'll be some of our coldest air of this week will be coming into the late Thursday into Friday time frame. And looking ahead to the weekend, we do have a cold front that will be approaching from the northwest slowly, and that will bring some wet conditions ahead of this front, and it will be affecting primarily the mountain areas Saturday into Sunday. Again, no flooding rain is expected with this. Won't be too much in the way of amounts, but it will make for a little bit of a wet weekend, especially in areas from the triangle to the west and north. So here's our temperatures we're expecting Thursday night into Friday. Thursday night lows are going to be in the upper teens to lower 20s, so well below normal for this time of year. Our normal lows around the area are in the low to mid 30s roughly, so quite a bit below normal. And our high temperatures Friday, we'll be lucky to get at or just a little bit above freezing, so our highs look like they're going to be around 31 to 37 degrees across the area, and again that's well below our normal highs, which is in pretty much the lower to mid 50s for this time of year. Our severe thunderstorm potential, as I mentioned earlier, we did have a warning that went out in the southeast part of the state, and we do expect a few thunderstorms there this morning on coastal sections into the Outer Banks, but for the most part we'll see improving conditions today, and no thunderstorm threat is expected through the middle of the week. Here are our forecast rainfall amounts. Again, we've got a little bit of light precipitation out there today. That will be dwindling, and we will have a period of dry weather extending in through tomorrow morning, and you can see there on the top middle slide on Tuesday into Tuesday night, we are expecting that area of low pressure tracking along that front to our south to bring improving rain chances, especially to the south and east of the triangle area. And then as we get into Wednesday and especially Thursday and Friday, it'll be dry, and again Thursday, Friday should be trending on the very chilly side. And Saturday and Sunday, you can see there in the bottom middle graphic the rain that is expected to move in ahead of that approaching cold front over the weekend. And that's our 7-day total. So again, no major heavy rain threats, but we do have a couple bouts of rainfall expected in the next few days. Here's the tropical weather outlook. Again, we're trending toward the quiet part of the tropical season as we get into the winter, and nothing is expected in the next 5 days there. Here's the outlook for next week. We do have an outlook of above normal temperatures and above normal precipitation. So it's looking like a fairly active pattern, and we'll be on the slightly warm side of that active pattern. So we'll be looking forward to slightly warmer temperatures, especially after later this week. So here's our summary of the next upcoming weather. Again, briefly, dry conditions expected trending to tonight and through Tuesday morning. Rain chances will return on Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday, especially across the southern and eastern sections of the state. We will have a polar cold front passage early on Thursday, so that'll bring chilly conditions for later in the day on Thursday, and especially Thursday night and Friday. So be prepared for that. And this cold air is going to move off. It's going to exit off the coast, and we're going to have a warm front moving northward through the area early Saturday. And so that will minimize or effectively reduce our winter weather threat. Earlier in the weekend, we were looking at potential for some possible wintry weather in our area extending into Friday night into Saturday. And right now it looks like the warm air is going to move in before the moisture does. So it's not really a threat here, but in the mountains they could see some wintry precipitation. So we'll be you check with the western offices on their outlooks for that. Rain chances will be increasing over the weekend ahead of that approaching cold front. And we are looking on the far 7-day, 8-day range. We will have a cold front passage late on Sunday, and we'll start a drying trend anew Sunday night and into Monday. And there's the forecast there for the Raleigh area down there at the bottom. So that is all I have for this morning, and thank you for attending.